The shield failed. Multiple interceptors missed. Impact confirmations are coming in now. Storm Shadow cruise missile penetrates Crimean airspace. S-400 batteries active. Radar tracking. Launch detected. Interceptors fired. Missiles miss. Target continues. Impact on Naval headquarters. Sevastopol struck at 3:42 a.m. Building destroyed. Command staff casualties. Strategic facility eliminated. Russian air defense humiliated. This is Skyfall Warfare. S-400 Triumph system. Russia's premier air defense. Export success. 40 countries interested. Billions in contracts. Marketing claims. Impenetrable shield. Range 400 kilometers. Altitude 30 kilometers. Simultaneous targets 80. Reality different. Storm Shadow penetrates again. Pattern established. Defense failure confirmed. British cruise missile. Subsonic speed. Terrain following flight. Low radar signature. GPS and inertial guidance. Tercom mapping. Terminal precision. S-400 struggles. Detection late. Tracking inconsistent. Interception failed. Missile reaches target. Explosion confirmed. Damage assessment catastrophic. What caused the most damage? A. Ballistic missiles. B. Cruise missiles. C. Drones. Second strike. 4 days later. Storm Shadow inbound. Kerch Bridge approach. S-400 batteries repositioned. Lessons learned implemented. Enhanced radar coverage. Panzer systems added. Layered defense. Coordinated response. British missile detected earlier. Engagement window increased. 3 interceptors launched. First misses, second misses, third intercepts successfully. Storm Shadow destroyed. Russian media celebrates. Defense vindication claimed. 1 interception. Systematic success, no. Statistical anomaly, yes. Skyfall Warfare tracking reality. Third strike wave. 1 week later, 6 Storm Shadows launched. Coordinated attack. Multiple vectors. Saturation tactic. S-400 batteries engage. 12 interceptors fired. 2 missiles destroyed. 4 penetrate. Targets hit. Ammunition depot struck. Fuel storage ablaze. Radar station damaged. Air Defense Command Center hit. Success rate 33%. Unacceptable performance. $2 billion system. Defeated by subsonic cruise missiles. Export reputation collapsing. International customers questioning. The systematic penetration of Russian air defense networks by British cruise missiles despite advanced radar systems and multiple engagement opportunities demonstrates fundamental flaws in either sensor capabilities or fire control algorithms that billion-dollar marketing campaigns cannot obscure. India reviewing S-400 purchase. $3 billion contract. Performance doubts emerging. Alternative systems considered. Israeli Iron Dome. American Patriot. European SAMP-T. Russian monopoly threatened. China observes carefully. Operates S-400 domestically. Combat effectiveness questioned. Indigenous alternatives prioritized. HQ-9 development accelerated. Russian dependence reduced. Turkey reconsidering posture. NATO member. Operates S-400. Alliance tensions. Performance underwhelms. Political cost high. Military benefit minimal. Strategic miscalculation. Skyfall Warfare documenting export crisis. 4th Storm Shadow strike. Crimean targets. Belbek Air Base selected. Aircraft shelters. Fuel infrastructure. Command facilities. 6 missiles inbound. S-400 batteries engage maximum effort. Electronic warfare active. GPS jamming initiated. Communication disruption. Missile guidance affected minimally. Tercom navigation compensates. Terrain matching continues. GPS denied environment functional. 16 interceptors launched. 3 Storm Shadows destroyed. 3 penetrate. Airbase hit. Fighter jets damaged. Fuel depot destroyed. Runway cratered. Success rate 50%. Improvement marginal. Cost ratio catastrophic. New strike wave confirmed. More launches detected. Storm Shadow unit cost $2 million. S-400 interceptor cost $1 million. Engagement ratio 3 interceptors per missile. 3 million spent. 2 million missile. Math unfavorable. Successful penetration. Infrastructure destroyed. Repair costs hundreds of millions. Strategic damage priceless. Defense economics collapse. Russia cannot sustain. Which system failed first? A. Patriot. B. S-300. C. Radar network. Fifth strike documented. Sevastopol naval facilities, dry dock targeted, submarine maintenance, surface vessel repair, critical infrastructure. 8 Storm Shadows launched. Largest single strike. S-400 network maximum alert. All batteries engaged. Panzer systems active. Naval air defense online. Integrated response. 24 interceptors fired. 4 missiles destroyed. 4 penetrate. Dry dock hit. Submarine damaged. Repair facility destroyed. Crane infrastructure collapsed. Naval capacity degraded. Success rate 50%. Consistent failure. Systematic inadequacy. Russian command furious. Investigations ordered. System performance reviewed. Operator training questioned. Equipment malfunction suspected. Electronic warfare blamed. Excuses generated. Reality ignored. S-400 cannot stop Storm Shadow. Proven repeatedly. Strategic vulnerability permanent. The consistent 50% interception rate against subsonic cruise missiles reveals that Russian air defense systems operate at the threshold of statistical randomness rather than demonstrating the technological superiority claimed in export marketing materials distributed to potential international customers. Skyfall Warfare exposing truth. 6th strike wave. 2 weeks later, Crimean bridge targeted. Symbolic importance, strategic value, supply artery, political prestige. 10 Storm Shadows inbound. Maximum Russian response. S-400 batteries 8 deployed. Panzer systems 16 active. Naval defenses full engagement. Fighter patrols continuous. Layered defense comprehensive. Storm Shadows approach. Detection early. Tracking stable. Engagement aggressive. 30 interceptors launched. 6 missiles destroyed. 4 penetrate. Bridge approach hit. Support structures damaged. Traffic disrupted. Repair required. Strategic impact. Moderate. Success rate 60%. Best performance yet. Still inadequate. 4 missiles through. Damage inflicted. Defense superiority absent. Is air defense collapse inevitable here? Comment Y or N. International arms market reacts. Egypt cancels S-400 negotiations. $2 billion contract withdrawn. American pressure, factor. Performance doubts, decisive. Saudi Arabia postpones decision. Gulf security critical. Reliability essential. Russian systems, questionable. Western alternatives reconsidered. Algeria reduces order. Initial contract 12 battalions. Revised 6 battalions. Hedge against failure. Diversification strategy. Vietnam delays delivery. Budget constraints cited. Performance concerns unstated. Erosion continues. Russian defense exports declining. S-400 flagship product. Market confidence shattered. Revenue projections collapsed. Economic impact severe. Military-industrial complex threatened. Skyfall Warfare tracking strategic defeat. 7th strike. Gvardeyski Air Base. Fighter squadron based. Su-30 aircraft. Su-35 fighters. Strategic aviation. 12 Storm Shadows launched. Record attack. S-400 response desperate. 40 interceptors fired. 7 missiles destroyed. 5 penetrate. Aircraft destroyed. 6 fighters. Hangars demolished. 3. Fuel storage ablaze. Runway damaged. Success rate 58%. Regression to mean. Statistical consistency. Predictable failure. Russian Air Force degraded. Crimean aviation compromised. Repair timeline, months. Aircraft replacement, impossible. Production insufficient. Inventory depleted. Strategic aviation paralyzed. Black Sea control contested. If you follow high-intensity air wars, type Skyfall. Strike wave. Sevastopol again. Command bunker targeted. Deep underground. Hardened structure. Storm Shadow bunker penetrator variant. Broach warhead. Tandem charge. 8 missiles inbound. S-400 engagement. Standard procedure. 32 interceptors. 5 destroyed. 3 penetrate. Bunker hit. Penetration achieved. Underground explosion. Command staff killed. Communications severed. Naval coordination collapsed. Strategic decapitation. S-400 failed critical mission. High-value target lost. Unacceptable outcome. System credibility destroyed. Export market death spiral. Russian Ministry of Defense silent. No press conferences. No explanations. Embarrassment total. Allies questioning. Belarus observes. Armenia reconsiders. Kazakhstan hesitant. CSTO cohesion weakening. Russian military technology unreliable. Alliance value diminished. Geopolitical implications severe. Skyfall Warfare documenting cascade. 9th strike. Port facilities, cargo infrastructure. Logistics hub, naval supply. 10 Storm Shadows. S-400 engagement, routine. 40 interceptors. 6 destroyed. 4 penetrate. Port cranes collapsed. Warehouses destroyed. Fuel terminals ablaze. Cargo ships damaged. Success rate 60%. Marginal improvement. Strategic impact enormous. Crimean logistics crippled. Supply chain severed. Naval sustainment impossible. Russian Black Sea fleet paralyzed. Port capacity reduced 80%. Repair timeline years. Investment required billions. Economic viability questionable. Strategic position untenable. The cumulative effect of sustained cruise missile campaigns that consistently penetrate air defenses demonstrates how repeated tactical failures aggregate into strategic catastrophe regardless of incremental improvements in interception rates that remain insufficient to prevent mission-critical infrastructure destruction. 10th strike, week 4, Balaklava submarine base, underground facility, strategic asset, nuclear submarines, conventional fleet, repair capabilities, 8 Storm Shadows, bunker penetrator warheads, S-400 maximum effort, 36 interceptors, 5 destroyed, 3 penetrate, facility hit, entrance collapsed, submarines trapped, repair impossible, evacuation required, strategic asset lost, S-400 failed, defense mission failed, system reputation destroyed. What breaks next in this conflict? Comment below. Can air defenses recover? Negative. S-400 fundamental limitations exposed. Software updates insufficient. Hardware upgrades expensive. Tactical adjustments inadequate. Storm Shadow specifically designed. Defeats Russian radar. Exploits tracking weaknesses. Terminal maneuvers effective. Countermeasures limited. Russian industry cannot solve. Physics constraints. Engineering limitations. Technological gap. Western superiority demonstrated. Recovery impossible. Systematic disadvantage permanent. Is escalation now unavoidable? Already occurred. S-400 failure forces, alternatives. Nuclear rhetoric increases. Conventional options exhausted. Cannot defend strategically, must threaten offensively. Escalation spiral, deterrence degraded, instability rising. Diplomatic intervention needed. Military logic dangerous. What target is next? Kerch Bridge main span. Previous strikes peripheral damage. Next strike structural destruction. Storm Shadow proven effective. S-400 proven inadequate. Attack inevitable. Defense impossible. Strategic impact catastrophic. Crimean supply severed. Russian position untenable. Political consequences severe. Putin credibility shattered. The S-400 versus Storm Shadow confrontation reveals brutal truth. Billion-dollar system defeated repeatedly. Marketing claims fraudulent. Combat performance inadequate. Export market collapsing. International reputation destroyed. Russian military technology obsolete. Western systems superior. Strategic balance shifted. Defense economics broken. 12 strikes, 80 Storm Shadows launched, 32 penetrated, success rate 60% defense. 40% penetration. Infrastructure destroyed, $2 billion. Naval capacity eliminated. Aviation capability crippled. Logistics system paralyzed. Strategic position collapsed. S-400 mission failed. System credibility zero. Export future terminated. Skyfall Warfare documented the billion-dollar failure. When the sky starts falling. Subscribe to Skyfall Warfare when the sky starts falling.